You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I got to tell you guys, some of the structures that man has made on the planet Earth are absolutely eye-opening. It's amazing. And when it comes to sports stadiums, you know, it's really, really amazing, guys. Now, I grew up actually with the Astrodome. The Astrodome was actually called the eighth wonder of the world. I've been to quite a few Astros games in that arena back in the 1980s. But now today, guys, these stadiums today really do just make the eighth wonder of the world and the Astrodome look small. NRG Stadium next to where the Astrodome is, it dwarfs it. I mean, NRG Stadium is massive. Engineering technology, man, that stuff is interesting because I really can't get into that. But people don't really think about, you know, the manpower actually needed to actually build these structures. Now, there is a gigantic bridge not far from where I actually live at. I actually cross over it every Saturday. And every time I drive across it, I'm like, man, I can't imagine actually working on this thing. And actually, they're expanding it because there's another huge bridge next to it to expand it. And I'm thinking, I would never, ever do that. I would never, ever want to work construction, you know, and be high up and elevated, that kind of thing. That ain't my thing. I respect people that actually do it, but I would never, ever do it. I'm terrified of heights, guys. I mean, the first time I actually got on a plane was actually to go to a Navy boot camp back in 2000. And I'm like, my heart was racing. And now, honestly, I don't mind flying. I don't. I went to Mexico 4 years ago, and that wasn't the most comfortable ride, or flight, I should actually say. Coming back to America from Mexico, it's only a 2-hour flight, but still. But we need to talk about some tragic news that actually happened at Lambeau Field, where the Green Bay Packers actually played, because now one man is now dead. Look at this on the spun. Man reportedly dies following accident at Lambeau Field. And I believe he was actually a construction worker, because even when these stadiums are built, you know, they always want to change things like in Jerry World for the Cowboys. I believe they did an upgrade on the scoreboard a few years back. I can't imagine actually being up there. But let's go ahead and read some of this here. A man has reportedly died following an accident at Lambeau Field this month. A 27-year-old man reportedly passed away following an incident at the home of the Green Bay Packers. Quote, Joshua Shaw, 27, died last month following an incident at Lambeau Field where construction was occurring in connection with upgrades to the video boards. Via WBay.com, Joshua Shaw was critically injured at the stadium on a Thursday and passed away on Saturday. Pro Football Talk reports. Man, 27 years old. Very, very young man. Rest in peace to Joshua Shaw. I mean, these jobs, man, are dangerous. Actually building these stadiums that we all enjoy, it's dangerous. It's very, very dangerous, man. If you actually look up, at a baseball stadium, you look up at the top, somebody actually had to be up there to actually construct that. I was always fascinated about the Twin Towers in New York City. I was wondering, how in the world could any human being actually get up there, way up there into the sky, and build that thing? And I was actually watching a documentary last week, and somebody actually did die, I believe, constructing it. I'm surprised that more people don't actually pass away constructing these things more often. But let's continue on here. It says here, quote, the Clintonville, Wisconsin resident worked as a carpenter with Mavic Construction with his father and brother. They were not present when the incident occurred. Our thoughts and prayers are with his family and friends. Quote, he's going to be saving 6 lives with his organs And they said he also will be helping others' health with many other tissues. So there will be even more than sits with the organs, his mother, Bobby Jo Javanpa, told WBay.com. Lambeau Field is one of the most historic stadiums in all of sports. Yes, it is. It kind of is a throwback to the past when football, was just in small towns. Green Bay is a very, very small town. I don't even think they have 100,000 people, And actually, they're publicly owned. So people actually buy stock to actually own a part of the Packers. That's the way it actually works. Very, very different, man. But sad, man. 27 years old, dies at Lambeau Field. I guess helping with the construction. The video board, I'm not exactly sure where the video board would be. It's an open stadium, so I'm not really sure about that. I guess right over here where the scoreboard is right there in Lambeau Field. It could be that. I really don't know, guys. But this is just very, very sad news, man. 27 years old, very, very young. And I believe this actually happened. It says last month, but of course, this is the beginning of July. So Thursday is when it happened. So, man, it looks like he passed away yesterday. So I guess he was alive for a few days and then he passed away. And just really, really sad news, guys. Very, very sad news. Prayers to his family. Don't want to see this happen, man, but this is a reality, of construction. Sometimes I think we actually take for granted, some of the things that we really, really enjoy, especially when it comes to sports. These arenas, man. What's the biggest stadium you guys have actually seen? Or better yet, what's the biggest structure you guys have actually seen? Imagine living in ancient Egypt with the pyramids, having to do all that work in the quarries and in the desert. You don't have modern technology. You just pretty much have manpower. Just imagine how many people died actually constructing the Great Pyramid. The amount of people that died constructing the Colosseum, actually known as the Flavian Amphitheater in Rome. Man, I would not want to do that work. Construction never been my thing, but I do have a lot of respect for people that actually construct this stuff. It's very, very creative, a lot of engineering, technology, but I wouldn't want to do it. And actually, that big bridge I was actually talking about that I drive over, it's pretty high up there. And you got people working right next to where I'm driving at. And because there's there's a river right beneath that. That's why we actually need that bridge there. I would be terrified. I just would. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Sports 2 fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.